Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go. Let's do this.
There we go. Back. 180.
I got you. I got you.
Here.
Stay home.
4-5-7. What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Lefty. 180.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Haywood.
57. Let's go one more.
Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense, and the first drive they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
57. Come on.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this will be caught by Brown. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Check three. 57 for Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Lee. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Check 31. Check.
General West.
Second and 5 now. Wentz, man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
61. Match box lights.
Wentz now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Oh,
From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up 1st and 2nd down.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Now a give right side. Lee. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
57 to Mike.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wentz. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. That one against the Pro Bowl center, Jason Kelsey. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Sunday.
Check 43. Kill.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
On 3rd down. It's Lee. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check nine, check nine.
And to give this time to the tailback. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end, watch the six. Hey,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go, great.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Go, Mike. With that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
51, Mike.
On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. On 3rd down, Huntley. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts, so what you're telling your team...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ram. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Watch twist.
On second down, it's Lee. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. Waiting.
57.
What's this on?
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal of 31 yards.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, Mike 20.
A final shot before break. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Great 15, great 15.
57.
To throw is Wentz. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked. Fielded
about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 57. I'll get him.
Hey, orbit.
57. Mike 57.
Rip. Other side, solid.
Undercrush.
Here.
Safe. Let's
Wentz now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's taken to the 26. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Waiting.
All day, baby, all day. You got double tight. Alert. 3 down.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Completes it to Lee. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
Kill.
Let's go, tight end.
Here.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, Delta.
Ball. 57. Mike 57. Hey, defense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to, I think, a right side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
57 to Mike.
Wentz. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Wentz now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check.
Lion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Wild Bill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Two jet.
57, Mike 57. Get ready.
Hey, Charlie.
Get ready. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. The infraction there is against the center, Jason Kelsey. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got him. Hey, switch.
Lefty.
Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right.
I got you, boy.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Earl Thomas in on the stop. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points,